Peace. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Queen?
Good, good. Thanks so much for being patient with me. I know I've been trying to get this live for a minute now.
No, we totally good. Like, it's all about timing. It was always meant to be now.
Righteous, righteous. So, I wanted to do this live with you, brother, because I see that you have several wives, and just because polygamy is a huge topic, I wanted to get your perspective of what it takes to be a man in a polygynous relationship. And but first and foremost, you have a huge page. You're always dropping knowledge. I love the things that you drop on social media. So thank you for being one of those people that's like a light for everyone,
Thank you. That's how I feel about you. That's how I feel about you. I see you. I see everything you posting. I'm supporting it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And I feel like, that's the big thing that we need in our community is people that's willing to stand up and say what we feel.
Righteous.
That's how we feel.
Righteous. As a people, for real. Yeah. But so what are some things that you would say like a man needs to have within himself before he would even embark on trying to be in a relationship where he's dealing with multiple women?
Okay, I think that the man has to be in touch with his feminine side.
Okay.
I think that's super important, and a lot of dudes, they interested in poly, but they haven't been in touch with themselves. They're not in touch with the feminine side of themselves.
Okay.
And I think that if you're gonna be successful in a polygynous relationship, that you got to know the woman in you in order to love that woman the way she needs to be loved and to be able to understand her.
Okay.
So I think that's very important.
Okay. So I think that in this day and age, a lot of women would be like, whoa, there's a lot of feminine energy in our men. Like, so
yeah. No, yeah, I don't mean he can't be feminine. Let's be specific.
Okay.
He can't be feminine. He has to be an alpha male. See, I believe that if the man is his balance of femininity is wrong, and he's more feminine than masculine, then I believe that he can never be successful in a polygynous relationship, because what the women are naturally looking for in the poly relationship is definitely stability. They definitely looking for a man that's gonna be a man. And but you just can't be the rah-rah man. You can't be the man that's so much of a man that you forget to, forget the smaller things and forget to slow down and feel the women and understand them.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
But I would say also that he has to be a godly man. Whatever that may be, he has to be a man into higher consciousness, because the queens, you got to be the real leader. When you're doing a monogamous relationship, a lot of times you could be a partner with your woman, like just partners, like both people carrying. She carries some weight, I carry some weight. But when it comes to polygyny, it's like, I feel like it's totally wrong. You can't be the kind of man that needs to lean on your woman, and you polygynous.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he's supposed to have his life in order on the physical level, even on the material level. He should have his life in order. It don't mean he got to be the richest man in the world, but he can't be the kind of man looking for a girl to come complete his, complete his thing. He got to have his foundation ready. He got to give her a safe place to come into and multiply and build.
Okay.
So he has to be an alpha male, and he has to be an alpha male that's in touch with his feminine side, but he also has to be a leader, because he has to create a safe space for her to be herself in, because you can't just, you can't always make this joke about it can't be a survival group.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's deep. I like that.
You know what I mean?
That's a really good point. Yeah,
There we go. It can't be a survival group. It can't just be we all getting together because we got the same goal, and we all just leaning on each other, and that's toxic.
Okay.
That can work maybe in monogamy, but I feel like in polygyny, it's like, nah, you got to create a safe space, and you got to be a leader, and you got to be a teacher, and, you got to be a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a teacher, a student. You got to be able to be everything and everything that you need to be. And if you can't be those things, I feel like the dude shouldn't be talking about polygyny.
Right, right. So how do you feel about like a lot of brothers who like it's a 50-50 thing, and I think a lot of brothers would feel like women that looked to go into polygynous relationships for security and are somewhat gold diggers. Like, what would you say to? Because to me, it's an understanding of the feminine and masculine principle that you have, that you would understand that. But I feel like because of the harshness of society on specifically our Black men, that kind of recede into this viewpoint that it's a 50-50 thing.
Right. Nah, I just don't agree with that. You know, when I first had my first queen, and we were planning to be polygynous, the last thing I was saying, and the last thing me and her was living was a 50-50 thing. That's weird. You know, that's weird. I mean, you need her to be all into the lifestyle. You need her to grow, because polygyny already ain't something everybody doing. So you really got to create a safe space where the woman can't be in survival mode, because she got to keep being a man. When you got a woman out there in the matrix, she got to keep tapping into her masculinity, and she got to keep tapping into all these vibrations that's forcing her to, to feel these things in order to just get through her day. Now, how you gonna do polygyny if you're not allowing her to be the woman?
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah, so he definitely got to have his stuff in order. And I mean, but look, before I was polygynous, I was single for years. So I also feel like as a shaman, you can't even manifest polygyny unless you got your life in order.
Okay.
That's also a theory I have, because it's like, I mean, I couldn't get one girlfriend when I was trying to put this puzzle together. I was a spiritual warrior by myself, just taking it how I took it,
Okay.
Yeah, you can get people that want to fuck with you, but I'm talking about the real thing. I feel like your real queen manifests when you already have your kingdom.
Okay.
You got to be building something. You got to give her a space to be a queen.
Righteous.
It's not when you just building with her.
Okay.
Women are helpmates, so they come and they one with you. They're an extension of the man. The man and the woman are one, but she's not the part of the man that's supposed to do all the fighting. So you can get that done before she show up.
Righteous.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so when you're dealing with multiple women, there's a lot of emotions and your feminine energy involved. So how do you balance out the feminine energies in your household and make sure that everything is harmonious? Are the women already pretty harmonious and can regulate, amongst their own emotions, or
Right. So any woman that's gonna do polygyny, she most likely already superior. Like she's most likely an alpha male in her world, for sure. She's most likely super strong. So I will say that it's not as hard as it seems, because the women are already like smart enough. Like they know, like, yo, when that cattiness pop up or something pop up, they want to check that.
Okay.
But they might let it loose. Who cares, right? Because she got the right to express herself. But she gonna still be humble enough and be the type of queen that's interested in self growth. She not gonna let that rule the relationship.
Okay.
She gonna put her pride to the side. So I give all that credit to the queens, because all the queens here, they put their pride to the side, and they know what we doing is shedding,
Okay.
And I tell this for the kings watching: don't be afraid to be a king, because sometimes it might get super catty, and you gotta go and you gotta get, hey, what's going on in here,
right?
And you can't be afraid of that, like to just put your foot down neither, because it's like, it can get funny,
Gotcha.
But it'll never be their intentions. They'll never be, nobody's doing polygyny who just want to be a catty, just bitch to you, or just be bad to her sister wives and be mean.
Right.
Nobody's doing polygyny that really, that's on that type of timing. People are doing monogamy on that type of timing, where they don't give a fuck about their spouse. They don't care. They'll shit on you. You know what I mean? But in polygyny, it's like, this is a conscious effort everybody's doing to like make sure we being right.
Righteous. So what's like one major obstacle that you've had in dealing with a polygynous relationship?
Okay. The biggest obstacle is the people who want to get down with polygyny, but it's not really them. So they might be interested in threesomes, or they might can see the material benefit when you got so many people with one goal.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we've had these type of women join us or try to get down with us, and we courting them and we just doing what we do, but then what they end up having a problem with regular stuff, like and then they demonizing it because they really not conscious, like they not on that level of consciousness.
Right.
So then that's a really popular thing for, like, just like how I just said, if I got three girls arguing and being petty and it's basically gonna turn into a fight, and then I put my foot down on some what's everybody doing, like if anybody nuts hanging around here's minds or whatever, what y'all want to do, right? Then you get a real women, they all go, they laugh, or they laugh to themselves because they calm down and they go, thank you, like I'm back to reality, my bad queen. They apologizing to each other. But you got little bitty girls who, when they see me do that, they like you know what I mean? And then they demonizing you, like, as if you controlling, but there's a thin line between keeping your household in order and controlling somebody. And then you find out that the person was a weirdo because then they talking about you saying you was controlling somebody. Meanwhile, you was doing everything legit.
Okay.
So
leadership.
I found that to be popular in poly,
Okay.
Popular.
People that don't really know themselves but want to try out the waters but not really there with it. Okay.
Yeah, but then also they don't just walk away. Like, it's rare when I get somebody who just go, yo, I'm really a matrix person or whatever. I can't really do a real deal relationship. You know? Some people would straight tell me this, like, yo, I kind of just want to get by with my dude or whatever. They'll keep it real. Like, I'm just looking for a partner, basically, in the matrix. They're not looking for real love. We looking for light you on fire love.
Okay.
We looking for, share your deepest, darkest secret with me and let me love you still.
Hold on 1 second.
So yeah, I'm talking to the people, that's the kind of timing we on. So what happens is you meet people who they didn't plan on loving you that hard. They didn't plan on being that far into your relationship. So then what they do is they pull out, or they just start acting funny because they have a resistance to actually loving somebody. They have resistance to actually being one with somebody. And because they got so much resistance, they become a hater because they don't want to be honest and say it's them. But sometimes you got people who go, yeah, I'm just the kind of person that, I want to go to work every day. And we got plans where ain't nobody supposed to go to work. You know what I mean? And, so it's type of stuff like that. I don't know if you heard, I was talking to everybody at the same time.
Okay. So what's like one of your favorite things about, having multiple women, and like what's your favorite thing about polygyny?
Okay, oh, that's beautiful. My favorite thing about polygyny is the godhood. It's the fact that I could sit there and talk to somebody, and then she might have a bunch of questions, and then when she don't got the questions, somebody else got the questions.
Okay.
And then when she ain't got the questions, somebody else got the questions. And then everybody like, oh yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, or yeah, I just couldn't put those words on it. So we vibrating like one being, and we getting it all. We all getting it all, And then I like the fact also that to just keep elaborating on that, I like the fact that they have each other to talk to themselves, because that's part of our spiritual growth, is that I need to be able to talk to me. But when I'm out and about, I'm talking to people who don't share my like mind. And so once you get one good spouse, then you got another version of you to talk to. But when you're doing poly, then you got all type of versions of you. And that's taking your consciousness to another level.
Okay.
So that's something that I love about it. I love that. I feel like polyhood and godhood go hand in hand.
Okay.
They saying, I don't know if they can hear y'all.
Tell them I said hey.
Hey, Divine Star, Gay.
Peace, Queen.
Hey, they love your page too.
Oh, thank you.
We love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We love what you're doing.
Okay. So how old were you when you realized, like, okay, I think polygyny is the way? Did you grow up where polygyny was kind of natural to your family, or did you like come into this mindset?
Right. So now I came into it naturally. I was kind of stuck on that monogamous mindset. I had this idea like, all I really wanted was one woman, you know. And then it got to a point I had the woman of my dreams at the time, I thought, and we started doing threesomes, right? Now, you know, it's just how it happens, you know.
Right.
So, but what I realized was like, it made sense because it was like, it made sense to just be one with the other queen because we were building after a while. It was a thing. And then I was telling my queen, like, yo, you know, all three of us, you know, we should be staying together. She shouldn't be having her own bills. I mean, I don't like the position that we got her in where she kind of with us, but she not in. We don't really want her having sex with nobody else yet. She not really with us. It's like, you know,
right.
we know that she's open to do what she gonna do. So then it's like, every time we doing a threesome, then it become like, we worried about STDs or worried about this or worried about that.
Right, okay.
What are we doing, right? And then my queen wasn't down with it at the time, and she hit me with the nah, hell nah, and I understood it. And I understood it because we didn't start our relationship on that.
Right, right.
So she didn't want to do it, and I took her word for it, and I just threw poly out the window. But that's how I got into it, because after that relationship, I had did so much studying while I was even in that relationship, and I had outgrew that level, you know?
Okay.
And I had did so much study that I had told myself my next relationship is just going to have to be poly. I felt like I was doing those threesomes for a reason. I felt like I had the capacity for a reason. I felt like I wanted a big family, and I didn't want to put all that on one queen for a reason.
Right.
You know? And I felt like I like different things. Sometimes I like afros. Sometimes I like locks. Sometimes I like braids. And I love them all genuinely. I like light skin. I like dark skin. I like skinny. I like thick, you know. And at first it was like, do I got a problem? What's my, you know what I mean? I like short, tall. I'm liking all different things. And I'm going, you know, I can appreciate them all for, you know, and I'm going, is it wrong? And then as I studied more, and I learned more about poly and about polygyny and about the power in it, I was just like, okay. And I was seeing signs. I said, my next queen, I'm going to have to just straight up tell her from the start. I can't just throw it on her. Before we even get in a relationship, I got to go, look, this is the kind of man I am. I'm thinking about poly.
Right. Okay.
And then that's what I did.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.